What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a little show that I have with Aaron Cutbirth here. He actually just played in a Talishar tournament hosted by Aggroblaze, so shout out to Aggroblaze. He's right up there. We're just watching his YouTube video, so don't cease and desist me, please. But yeah, seemed like a really good tournament. I also have make sure to like and subscribe. I got all my subs like right here. We're close to 350, so make sure that we get that. And then, so Aaron, how was this tournament? How did you feel going into it? And did you have a good time?
Yeah, hey man, it was a really good time. And can you still hear me okay? I did step outside a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Just want to make sure. Yeah, it was a great tournament. Aggroblaze spent like his whole day with us for free. Like he didn't even ask for entry pricing and all that. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, all my games were super fast, so I was sitting around a lot, but gave me time to think and make sure I was making some good plays. I still made lots of mistakes. It's crazy how Dio can overcome that.
Mm. Interesting. So I see this was the finals right here. You ended up taking down the whole tournament. Were there any matches or anything? So I see that in the finals here, you're playing against the new. How, sad or hyped were you to see that it was a new in the finals?
Yeah, it was New versus Florian in the other semifinals. And so against Florian, I think I lose. And against New, I think I'm okay. I actually have a lot of reps into New. One of my buddies, that's like all that he played when she came out. And so I do feel like very confident into her. I mean, she can still just chain disruption and win the game, but yeah, I felt a lot better into her.
Yeah, so like what about the new matchup makes you feel confident into that?
I feel like I have a good read on what they're going to be trying to do. Like for example, going forward a little bit, we'll see where he sends a or she sends a one card or sorry, 2-card Bonds of Agony, and I just kind of know how I feel going into that. Like if they're going to trigger it, it's okay, and I'm able to play around a lot of stuff. I feel like as far as Dio specifically, I think she can just like punish the new for making mistakes, or maybe like putting no blocks in if they're running their cheese, stuff like that. Or just miss blocking. Like I think there was a couple turns that my opponent thought she had misblocked, and yeah, that's just what Dio can do, and helps her win the game.
So I actually have a question about like the Talishar tournament thing. I've never played in a Talishar tournament before. Is there like a very strict like no takebacks, like no Z's on this?
So Aggroblaze asked us to treat it like competitive level. So I didn't have any. I don't think we had any undos all day in my games. Yeah. I did have one undo towards the end of my game, but it was just an opt, and I already knew the card on top. I just sped through it too quickly. And so like I told my opponent, hey, I can't see the next card. It's just still like on the opt. And so we talked through it. And since I hadn't gained new information, we were okay with me undoing it. Okay, but yeah, he basically just presented it as like competitive format or REL.
Okay, that makes sense. And then, so getting into the actual game here, we see your loadout here. I want to start off with the cards in deck. So I see that you're playing 71 cards. Are you kind of just gonna fat stack into new every single time, and that's your game plan?
Yeah, I have 73 playable cards in the list, and I'm still kind of trying to figure it out, the best way to beat fatigue. And so it's not super like thought out, but just she can get so many cards out of your deck, and there are turns you feel like you need to block. So I think I try to work on the ratios for 71. What would they have been? I don't know, because it's usually like Pounder or Null Time Zone. Like I have 2 and 2 of those. I cannot remember. It might have been 2 items. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I can post it in the comment on the video.
Okay. And then I see that you're only on Symbiosis Shot on your list. No more Hanabi Blaster at all. Do you feel like that kind of hinders your fatigue strategy a little bit, or why only Symbiosis Shot?
Nah, man. Okay, so I used to think Hanabi was unplayable, and then kind of got on it for Memphis, and it felt okay, but the list was built towards it, and I lost to fatigue, I felt like, due to that. Yeah, so I think the list is better without trying to trigger Hanabi so many times, and that means you just don't run Hanabi. And then even into fatigue, like there's so many times when you do need to block because they're sending disruption, not just damage or something. And
Yeah.
you just can't block if you're trying to trigger Hanabi. So I
Hmm.
don't like it,
Okay.
man. I'm back to thinking it's unplayable.
Okay. Well, we'll ebb and we'll flow on Hanabi Blaster for now. I'm also off of it currently, but maybe one day it'll be good. But
Maybe.
so we can get into this game here, and I actually kind of watched the beginning of it, and I have a question for the very first play. So
Uh-huh.
we got Aggroblaze is gonna talk a little bit. What time exactly does it start at? It starts soon. But yeah, so this new matchup, you're feeling confident, you're feeling good. And first card of the entire game is an optical monocle.
Oh
So I wanted
yeah.
to ask about that. Like, how are you feeling about the monocle? Going first, obviously, you're feeling good.
Yeah, so it was funny because I was, lower seed the whole top 8, and then I was 7th, and my opponent was 8th in the finals. So I finally
Oh,
got to, I finally got to choose, and then I got rewarded with the one of optical monocle turn 0, which
one
does
of.
help me a lot in this game. I almost drew a 3-item hand one turn if I hadn't had the optical monocle out.
Man.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, I mean, it's just a big turn 0 play, in my opinion. Can help you win the game a lot of times.
Yeah, it definitely
And
seems like
so
it.
I have the one of, I guess, for that reason. It's okay off Spark sometimes, but like it's
Hmm.
basically just, I mean, I don't have like a perfect plan for it, but I guess, yeah, into fatigue, it feels good. Anytime it's a turn 0 play, it feels good.
Hmm. Oh, and then we see an erase face coming right at you. So scale peeler, take that all day, every day. I mean, scale peeler is the defense reactor one, right?
Armor one.
Okay, it's the armor one. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have red T-Bone in Arsenal, red
Okay,
Throttle, Pulse Wave, Blue Zipper, and Spark in hand.
okay.
So here I'm gonna block with Throttle and Pulse Wave. I don't know if I should spoil it, but it's gonna happen any second.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
and then I have Blue Zipper and Spark in hand with a boost.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I plan to just T-Bone and Spark for backup red, maybe. I
Interesting.
feel
Why
like
not core at that point?
no, I had Blue Zipper hit. Oh, you mean Spark for core?
Yeah.
Because then I would. I guess the biggest reason is I would IP one because I would have the Blue Zipper hit in hand, and
You could.
uh,
Okay, yeah. True.
and Spark would draw. I
Yeah.
think the other reason is I'm putting 2 good cards in graveyard right now with the Pulse Wave
Mm-hmm.
and the Throttle. So I could potentially arsenal one of those based on what I draw.
Mm-hmm.
I think, dude, backup red, in my opinion, is like the MVP of the deck in a way because it just does
Yeah.
so many different things.
It does really, like, I was streaming last night and I found some lines, or like chat was telling me some lines that I could do, like just getting the max feet back out of graveyard, like on their turn. I mean, there's just like so much that you can do with it. It can
Yeah,
really unbrick some hands that you got going.
that's right.
Especially if you get like blue items or something, it's like pretty gross.
Yeah.
Okay. So you choose not to. So oh, you go get a processor, yeah, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
play
So,
you play a backup protocol, crank it. So are you gonna right here? Would you like buy it back since you have the two resources anyway?
I think that's what I found was that backup red was already on top, right? I think that
Okay,
makes more
that's what it
sense.
was.
And
Okay,
that's why I made the decision I made. So,
okay.
what was your question? I apologize.
No, I didn't realize the red was on the top. I thought it was out of hand. So yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of
So,
sense. Red backup on
and then I
top.
was able to spark for Cerebellum.
Oh, and then you heist getting rid of a Teklo core. That's so good.
Yeah, I draw heist off of Spark.
Yeah, and they have to block this out because if they don't, then you just get a free Teklo core too.
Oh
That's
yeah. So
insane.
getting the
Yeah.
Spark, heist is probably one of the worst cards in the deck until you get an item and banish,
Yeah.
and it's like it can be so powerful.
Yeah, and
Because
then
in
you
this
have
case,
another
it's like
blue.
I mean, core is just basically draw 2 cards, right? Because with Foundry Heart, it's a blue. So for 2 turns,
Hold
core
up.
is
This
still
plays
very
nuts.
powerful.
So you have another blue, so you pop the backup protocol red. Then you pop gauntlets and you heist for 7 here to go get the core.
Yeah, so actually, I'm remembering now. Spark drew a blue, but
Yeah.
Cerebellum drew Heist. I think I optical monocled for the first, like 1 card, and then Heist was
Uh-huh.
on top, so I drew it. and then getting the backup red earlier off Spark. So, bro, this was a 3-card hand where I'm sending a red T-bone, 2 heists, getting an cerebellum on board. Like,
Yeah,
pretty good
no, for real.
3-card hand.
And it looks like it's got to be, unless you forced them to block with mask and
And quick
flexors.
dodge. Yes.
Oh my god, you get all of their equipment, or like all of
They
their
had a
good
sigil
equipment.
in hand.
Yeah, so they have no block left on equipment. Yeah, you are looking great right now.
Yeah. So I guess he just passes, right? We go. Oh
Yeah,
no. Okay. So here at the end of this turn, before I shoot pistol with my action point,
yeah.
I see a yellow boom on top, so I opt it to the bottom. There's another
Yeah.
red boom. Red boom on top, opt it to the bottom.
Hmm.
There's another red boom, opt it to the bottom. There's a yellow boom, and I'm like, so I snap optical monocle, thinking that's what I need to do, and then I was like, wait, this is a pitch card. So I was okay at that point, but that would have
Okay.
probably been, that would have possibly been, you know, I guess because he has no hand, it wouldn't have been the worst, but like that would not have been good to not maintain
Yeah, some pressure after. Like if you draw
some pressure.
red boom, and yellow boom, like you're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
screwed after that. Like, you just
yeah. The
send all of
optical monocle
this.
like saved it.
Yeah. I mean, you're still kind of fine, but like just because you take all their equipment, like now they have zero block on board except for Tunic, and like they're not trying to do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
It was
then on
still a
their
very
turn,
powerful
you
turn, but the
pitch
follow
a
up would
blue
have
to go
obviously been very
to
bad.
off the top, play the backer protocol red, and then get a red back. Which red did you get back? Oh, you got heist.
I got heist. So she forgot that I got heist is something she mentioned post game. So she
Oh
starts
no.
blocking these early cards. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you also have a boom grenade on field, like off the top too. Like
Uh,
these hands are nuts.
yeah. So backup red, then
Oh
yellow
my
boom.
god!
So
And
that
then the
was like
massive
what,
areas off the top.
dude. Yeah, this game just went my way. If you want to put it that way,
Yeah, this is great.
everything was going my way.
Well, yeah. What were you saying before?
I think I was just like gonna talk through some of the cards. It was like gonna be 5 items and 8 cards, which would have been insane.
Yeah,
It turned out being 2 items and 6 cards, which was much better because those 2 items were on top. So it
yeah,
was backup red on their turn. The reason I did that, I think, is because I had 2 blues and a couple other cards that were good, and I was like, okay, so I want to be able to play an item on my turn too. And
hmm,
if we can play item on both turns, it's really good when you can get value, like a blue into a backup red, and go ahead
no
and bring
doubt.
back heist.
Yeah,
Like, so you're just turning one of your 2 blues into a heist. That's like pretty darn good.
yeah, that's pretty great. And then like you also just get the Teklo core out now too, and you also get to keep the processor. So like your next turn is, I mean, you have a 4 card hand, like you don't have to pitch for anything. Oh, and
I
then you
think
see
these
a
two
1 card
plays,
bonds.
I think these two plays are probably mistakes. So first, I think she should have just blocked with bonds and not given me the core. But
Hmm.
I understandably so, she wanted to like be able to slow me down, but I don't think this is worth it.
Yeah,
Because I don't care about damage, right? And then
yeah,
getting 1 card out, like I'm still having a 3-card hand, which we saw earlier what I did with,
yeah.
Um, so I think you just don't let me get core, and because you're taking a card, but core is a card, like it's a card for 2 turns, right? That's
Hmm.
actually even kind of a better point. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think you. I think you just blocked the heist.
yeah. The
So
just
then
deck is really
also,
good. I mean, this is 10, and you get to activate the bonds. So
yeah, but again, I don't care about damage, right? So
yeah,
like giving me +1 intellect for the next 2 turns is probably worse than taking 1
yeah.
card this turn.
Oh, they go for the boom grenades. So they take all your red boom grenades. So that kind of hurts, but it's not awful because you're still like you don't have to pitch any cards because you have a core.
Yeah, and I was thinking that was actually a mistake because I think I throw red 0 here first. Um, and I think they probably take my good boost cards over boom because
I agree.
they're already like red boom is a terrible card in hand. I don't think you
Yeah,
take that card from hand because it's already really bad.
yeah. I agree with that. I think you should go after the good boost cards over there. Oh, I see why you took so long to figure out if you were going to play this. Because you had the
Oh,
max
so
V
I
on
opted
top.
here as well. I opted max V to the bottom, and then max V was on top.
Yeah, that's
So
just
yeah,
like unlucky.
Yeah, well, actually, I felt okay about it since I already knew I had one at the bottom. Since he
Yeah,
was already at, or she was already at 28, it's like, yeah, I think it's okay to boost one away to, do my turn and have another
yeah,
opt for later. It saved
yeah,
me so much this game.
yeah. You have full tempo and you still have 40 cards in deck, so I would also be feeling kind of fine. And then there's the last optical monocle goes away.
Yeah, I don't remember what this one did. Probably, I think I was trying to avoid drawing a bad blue, basically. And then,
What
oh
do
yeah, so that
you?
opt put a null zone on top, and I was able to crank that. Um,
Well, you drew first, so
and
you didn't even know what you were drawing.
no, so I opted to the bottom, and then I knew what was on top. I drew, and then there was an item to crank on top.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I opted once, and then I liked, and I was gonna draw no matter what after that. I was just trying to not draw like a bad blue.
Hmm. So now you
But
have two Teklos. So what did you name on Null Time Zone? I'm assuming Chi?
Sink below.
Sync
Oh
below.
no,
Okay.
news.
Yeah, they
If
don't run
news are
any
running
Chi.
chi, then yeah,
Yeah.
then they're not doing good already. But yeah. So null zone. I think I already saw 2 shelters and 1 sink, which is why I
Name sync.
named sink.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then
And we'll see
persuasive
something like that again
prognosis.
later, which is funny.
So you
Yeah, here. So
see,
prognosis was gonna hit a card from hand, I think, and I think I played that backup red off top to try and avoid
yeah,
that. And then
yeah.
I had just blocked with chest because I figured if they're gonna pump it and not have an arsenal, I'm okay with that. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just happy to block 2 there.
Hmm. Oh, here's the shelter. If only.
This might be the third one. I don't know.
Oh, and here's the heist.
Dude, heist was so good this game.
Yeah, the heist
That's like
does
the
look really
fifth
good
one,
this
I
game.
think.
Fourth. Calm down.
And now there's 3 red booms in the banish.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true because it banishes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of yeah. That's not very good
Yeah.
to
You
be up
cannot let
against
that
there.
hit.
So why did you go? Okay, so you went heist
So
into
that's the fifth
heist.
one, huh?
That's the fifth heist.
Yeah. What was your question? Why did I?
Well, I was gonna say, why did you wait to go with the with heist, then zip 0 to 60, then heist again, instead of 0 to 60 heist, then heist?
Oh, because you want if heist is gonna hit, you want to be able to trigger the boom that comes out.
Hmm.
And then I
Okay,
don't know why. I
that
think
makes
I
sense.
didn't. I think I didn't go for the second heist immediately because I didn't want them to know if I had a blue in hand or not. I'm pretty sure that was hidden information on the 0.
Okay,
I could be wrong.
and then they're sitting there with one card in hand, and I wonder if it's a sink below, because that would be pretty great if they're just sitting there with a
Yeah.
sink below in hand. Art of
All right.
Desire
So here
Mahdi
I'm gonna
Irma.
crown,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody out there, don't underestimate the power of crown with perfect information because it's very good.
Great. So what'd you get?
Ooh, let's see if I remember. It's hard sometimes because this is a spark turn, and so it's hard to
Mm,
know exactly. I don't remember, but I definitely liked what I had on top.
yeah. So, and you got rid of a card from hand.
I think I might have just gotten max V because I
Okay.
think I sparked already.
You haven't sparked yet this turn. This is
No,
your
last
first attack.
turn,
Oh,
or like
last
since
turn.
since the max V op,
Okay. I don't
maybe.
remember you sparking.
I might have just drawn the third max V, but
Oh, here's another processor. So this
oh,
looks
that's
like
right, because
it's
this
gonna be a
turn is
double
2
processor
sparks.
turn. Oh, this turn is 2 sparks. Okay, so
Yes.
you spark for a boom grenade because you know that you're sparking for one of them, and
And I don't
you
remember
know this is
now
a
if I
max
don't
V
have any
turn.
other items. Right. I may have no other items, or I may
Oh, it's
just
in
think
null
that they
time
have a
zone.
sink for some reason. I named sink below again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've drawn like 4 cards this turn. 2 cerebellums, 2 sparks,
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then now
and
you're
I
coming
broke.
at him for 4 again. Yeah.
I think I drew max V off the first spark, and then I think I
Mm.
boosted or maybe just saw max V on top. So I drew and broke the boots for the max V.
Wait, are you gonna play 2 max Vs?
No,
What are
it's
your
just
action
one.
points? Okay, I was about to say, where are your action points at? That would be insane.
No, no. Yeah, I was saying. I think. Oh wait, did I just say I drew 2 max Vs? Never mind. Anyways, I think I did draw spark off of cerebellum, and then broke the
Okay.
boots. So that was those boots are good, man. You can't do the block boots because you need to be able to just do it at instant speed.
I still like the block boots.
So now I'm just throwing all the damage for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And then
that's
he has a sink below in hand.
oh man, sink below in hand. Well, yeah,
The null zone off the first spark.
that was a quick game.
I mean, she still dies, but yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it was about 6 turns long. Um, oh no, this is their stats. I wish it showed the Dio stats at the end of this.
Oh,
But
he switches. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he did. It might be quick. He's just like goes like 1-2.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I think he should take his mouse up there. Yeah, it was a really good game. It was Annabelle. Oh, maybe not. My bad.
yeah, maybe not. Oh, that's
She
all
yeah, she was a good player. I do feel pretty comfortable in the new, but sometimes the cards just don't line up,
Yeah.
between our two draws, and they just lined up for me that game. Like I didn't have a lot of decision points, it just kind of worked.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were a lot of decision points, especially with like what you were opting, because I mean, like even playing optical monocle at all is a decision point that you got to put in. But like opting
Fair,
and
yeah.
finding those items at the top, and then kind of getting rid of those. All of the like playing the backup protocols on their turn, like is something that's very interesting to me. Like especially because I recently just upped my blue count in my list, so it's like
Okay.
now I feel
What
like
are
I
you
have
on?
2 blues in my. Now I'm on 18 blues. I know, right? So many blues.
Oh,
But now
bro,
I feel
I'm
like
at
I have 2 blues in
23.
my hand. 23 blues. Oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
many blues. But yeah, we'll definitely have like the deck lists down below um to show off. But
Oh, and also I was just gonna mention a lot of the ideas for this deck came out of your interview with Rose, and I just kind of like tried to, build a list that had those concepts in mind, and that's
yeah.
also where I'm outpace, couple other decision points, but like optical monocle, like Sam Sutherland had optical monocle, when High Octane
In the
was out,
worlds.
and
Yeah.
then I kind of got off of it, but figured I'd try it out again. So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it
thanks for
seemed
your
to work
interview with
out.
Rose. That was very helpful.
No, seriously, you're like the third or fourth person to come up to me and be like, "Yo, that interview with Rose was like, she's just like so good." Like, I would love to get her back on the channel and like run through some lines and like run through games like this because I don't know, I feel like I need to be better at this game, dude. Y'all are all so
Yeah, it's a great
good.
game.
I'm trying to be like y'all.
Man, this is just Talishar. Like in
Yeah, but
person, it's
this
so
is a
much
real
harder to make
tournament
it.
though.
Yeah, fair. He did a good job putting it on. It was cool. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It's not just randoms on Talishar. This is like, people who are actually like trying to play.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But yeah,
everyone, if you want to check out Aggroblaze's
yeah.
YouTube to support him too,
Everybody go check that
I'm
out. We'll
sure
put
it'll
it in
be
the
linked in.
link down below as well. I'll have like this video and his channel linked. He doesn't even know that I'm doing this, but
Well, and also everyone like join the next one. It's free. It's in he does it like every 2 to 3 months. So if you join his Discord, keep an eye out for it. This was
yeah.
my first one I did with him. I just saw a message about it. I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll
Did you win
join that.
anything?
Say again?
Did you win anything?
Yeah, it was a Syndra playmat and 2 scarf for scarves.
Scarf for a scarf. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost got your
Yeah.
playset
A
of
little
scarf
bit
for
of
a
value.
scarf. Yeah. For a free tourney, especially. And that Syndrome playmat's
Yeah,
nice
man.
too.
Yeah, it's great. Very much thank you to Aggroblaze.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on and kind of showing off your game and writing notes and remembering what you had. I'm sure that wasn't the easiest part of anything.
Not with 2 sparks at a turn.
Yeah, not with a double
Yeah,
spark turn.
it was great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. We'll be back with Aaron at some point. And yeah, thank everybody for watching this far into the video, and thank you all for hanging out. Leave a like and subscribe. Aaron, you got anything that you want to plug at the end here?
Nah, just let's go have some fun at Nats. That'll be the next tournament I'm at. So be good to see everyone.
Yeah, y'all come say hey at Nats for sure. All right, everybody. See you later. Bye.